Dog got eaten by a mountain lion.
That's fucked up.
The real thing that sent us home, though, was that we were 8,500 feet above sea level, and she got pregnant. And when you're that high above sea level, if your body's, even if you're living there your whole life, the kid's still going to have to go on oxygen.
No more kids,
it's
Joe?
Like scary.
No more kids? You stopping off at 2?
My loads are still fucking devastatingly good. I'm ready. I'll shoot
quality
another one in there.
testing
It's
them.
hard, man. Just taking care of 2 little babies at the same time, you know, 1 2.5 and 1 9 months old or 7 months old. It's tricky.
So cute, though.
Yeah, they're the cutest. It's the greatest thing in the world. People don't. I always tell people that kids and mushrooms are very similar, and that if you've never experienced it, if you never had your own kid, and if you've never really done mushrooms, shut the fuck up. You really don't know. I used to talk about kids. You know, I didn't understand what it was until you have a kid. And the other thing that you understand is that stop doing that. Whatever you're doing.
Cool.
The other thing that you realize when you have a kid is that you change and you hit some weird new next level of evolution where there's so much more at stake now, and there's you become a more serious person. It's really weird.
I feel like a real man too.
Yeah,
I feel
like a man.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm still very silly, and I obviously make a living.
Sure.
You know, and I still smoke a lot of weed, which is also a weird thing with a lot of people. That's like they think for some reason or other you're not supposed to smoke weed. You know, that like smoking weed when you're a father like sets some sort of a weird example, or that it's a bad thing. But you know, I'll go, well, how come I can go to a restaurant and order a beer and nobody even blinks? You know, that's fine. Nobody says a word about that. I go and get some wine, you know, with dinner, and nobody looks at me. You know, they ask me if I want it. You know, if I said no, but you guys got a place where I can hit this joint, they'd be like, whoa, what the fuck? Your children are here.
Either way, if you're too baked, though, if you get too drunk, I mean, not even, like, say you just get wasted.
Of course.
Or some guy's just fucking crushing it and unable to operate. Like, if I get too high, I can't function. And also, I'm really bad with booze, too. 2 drinks. Well, I'm fucking tipsy, you know, like I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
That's good to know in the future.
Yeah.
You're a lightweight. You're a cheap date.
No, I am a lightweight.
Yeah.
So,
well, no, I definitely don't. I don't think you should be drunk or high around your kids. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, I'm not gonna change like who I am. You know, I don't have to like become this fucking straight edge person just because all of a sudden I have children. If I thought there was something wrong with smoking pot, I would have stopped doing it because I think it's bad for you. If like it was detrimental to my health or to my mental well-being or something, if I thought it was something like an issue that I needed to deal with, I would deal with it as an issue. But I don't think there's an issue. I think it's beneficial. I think it helps my personality. It helps me enjoy life. It helps me write like crazy. It is like steroids for writing. When I get high and I write, I just strap in and ride this wave that I connect to. I get high and I go into the isolation tank and I rethink my whole life, and I come up with new strategies and new ways of behaving, and I have a new appreciation for everything and a new respect and love for my friends and my family. I end up calling people that I haven't talked to in months, just getting out of the tank and go, dude, I just want to tell you, man, I mean, we don't hang out, but I love you, man. We're friends. And you know, I get these crazy conversations. Like, I got to make sure I say all these things that I need to say. It reinvigorates me.
But also being a dad helps that. I mean,
that does too. Yeah, that definitely does.
I mean, the combination of the two things, people don't realize that's there, is that you do feel like you're taking a step back and not taking things so seriously either.
Yes.
And even though I still get fired up, I keep everything in perspective pretty well too. I mean, I'm not making too many fucking stupid decisions over here.
Yeah, you get more in tune with love, you know, and that sounds fucking very gay.
Super gay.
But it is what it is, man. It's like you get more in tune with love. And that's honestly, that's what weed is all about, too. Weed is about getting you in tune with love, getting you in tune with happiness. Weed is a happy drug. It's about friendships and hugs and having a good time and laughing and giggling together. You know, it's not a bad drug. It's an entheogen. And that's what people have to understand. Everything is lumped together in this one big stupid group called drugs, and included are caffeine and alcohol and then dangerous shit like heroin and fucking, you know, and meth, and all those are drugs. But there's also drugs that literally change the way your fucking mind works, and in a good way. And they're here to make you like more humble, make you feel better. And the reason why people have bad trips is because there's a lot of shit about your life that's douchey, man. You need to clean that shit up. You know, why are you paranoid? Why are you freaking out? Well, you should be freaking out.
Well, that's why people do a lot of drugs in college, too, when you're younger and you don't have as much responsibility. But, I mean, more and more responsibility you have, and then when you do drugs, you start thinking about all that shit. That's why people tend to freak out.
Sure.
But if you're just more a carefree person in the first place, and the college is a perfect example, because you really don't have too many responsibilities. You can go home by yourself for the first time and not have anybody scrutinize you once you get there. And so it's an opportunity. No no real bills to fucking pay.
Right.
I mean, if somebody's taking care of that, so less responsibility, and you can just fucking let go completely.
Yeah.
But more and more shit that you got going on, like a daughter, and we talked about the porn thing with the daughter. Like you just sort of you have more shit built up.
The thing about porn is, I don't want to say why anybody gets into porn because I don't know. I'm not a girl. I'm not a girl that's getting fucked on camera. I don't understand. Maybe you really are a healthy person and it's just fun for you. That's possible. Dr. Drew says no. But then again, I said I'm not a woman. I'm not a doctor. I don't really understand it. But I think the ones that I've come in contact with, almost all of them had some fucked up childhood.
Yeah.
Almost all of them.
I think it's pretty much mandatory.
Yeah.
There's no other way to do it, right?
Right.
It's like the reason why you got into it in the first place is not a healthy reason. So it's just this massive evidence. And even if you're the coolest person to hang out with ever, like a lot of them are, a lot of them are really fun to hang out with. You're this way because somebody was shitty to you.
That's what they were
I always
talking
have
about.
to think about that.
Yeah. They were